How you doing, guys? I nearly had a bit of a catastrophe last night. I almost super glued my lips closed, so this nearly didn't happen. And if you want to find out about it, meet me in the bath later on for a pint where I can actually drink. So thanks very much for that, Robbie. So yeah, we kind of been talking about the voice search and stuff pretty much since Essentials 2016. And back then we'd actually ordered a Google Home. We had to get it shipped in from the US because you couldn't get them over here at that stage. And we set it up in the canteen, but it had to be associated with a Google account. And the account that it was associated with was Katie, our office manager. And one day she was in just looking at her Google account and she saw some searches that, just for the record, she hadn't made. They started off, they were quite innocent, and then they got a little bit deep, dark, dirty. And I asked her last week, I said, Katie, have you been to the States since 2016? And she said, no, Kev, I didn't fancy spending my holiday in pre-clearance at Dublin Airport. So this kind of brings on what we spoke about then was featured snippets. So anyone that wasn't at Essentials 2016, I'll just tell you what a featured snippet is. It's essentially an organic search result, but what's different about it is it's in position 0. So it's above the 10 normal SEO or organic results. But the most important part about it, especially for this talk, is that it's the single voice search result. So if you carry out a search for specific queries that have a featured snippet using voice search, the only result you'll get is that one featured snippet. And at that stage, we'd actually bagged a few snippets for our client Zurich Life and the cost of education. And in fact, if you actually do a voice search for cost of education in Ireland today, you will get a Zurich result. So with all that in mind, Voice Search 1.0, essentially the activities that you needed to carry out for that was to do good, solid on-page SEO and sprinkle a bit of schema markup like paragraphs, bullet points, and lists. And the kind of medium that you'd be found there was on your desktop or mobile SERPs. But flash forward now to Voice Search 2.0, you still need your good on-page SEO, you still need your schema markup, but you also need to kind of get a little bit more techie. And you can use these Google Actions or Alexa skills. And then just this year there was released a speakable markup by Schema. So with all that kind of geeky stuff out of the way, can I get a quick show of hands, anyone here who has and owns a voice assistant? Yeah, interesting. So that kind of ties into what I'm going to talk about next. The rise of voice assistants globally has been massive, like so huge that I just want to compare it to the global population. So since Adam and Eve were roaming around the land, drinking cider and all that jazz, it's taken, pretty much since then to 2020 to get about 7.7 billion. And if you compare that with voice assistants, literally in the last 10 years, between then and 2023, that's when humans on the globe and voice assistants are going to collide. There'll be 8 billion of both. So in less than 10 years, voice assistants are taking over the world. And we all have to take it seriously because it is really important. And for everyone here that has kind of commerce on your site, you really need to be listening up because Juniper Research have predicted that again by 2023, voice commerce will grow to reach more than 70 billion per year. So it's really something that we have to pay attention to, especially in commerce. Now we're all used to the Google Home Suite, the Amazon Echo Suite, but it's other Internet of Things, like Al said, it's other kind of products around your house, like the Samsung Smart TV and the Samsung Fridge that are really going to make this voice commerce explode. And currently over in the US, you can actually speak to your Samsung Family Home Hub and order groceries through Walmart. Now, I couldn't bring a fridge up on the stage to give you a demo, so I'm going to give you a little demo here with the old Google Home.
The microphone is back on.
Cheers. Hey Google, talk to Wolfgang Digital.
Hey Kev, what's up?
What's coming up next?
Hey Kev, next we're taking a break so you can all start heading out to the foyer for tea and coffee. And don't forget, in the last person standing competition, one lucky attendee will get to take me home and tickle me button. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Who's the biggest idiot in SEO?
Luke is by far the biggest idiot in SEO. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
No, that's grand, thanks. Thanks very
Okay,
much, everyone.
see you next time.